Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is the Black Manga Critic here. It's my hero time. It's my hero time. You already know what it is. Let's get into it. We're gonna be reacting to chapters 253 and 254. All right. Last time we left off, there was some decent stuff. Some a little bit of heat. All right, there was some good stuff that I saw. I was pleasantly sort of like surprised at sort of the conversations that were birthed from the chapters. Very good stuff. All right. I got to talk about all that stuff on the My Hero on the My Hero podcast. Shout out to MHA Pod. All right, that's at MHA Pod on Twitter. You can find them. I have to put the link in the description for like those site where you can find them, but you can find them like if you go to the Twitter site, right? If you go to their Twitter site, you'll be able to find it. Shout out to them. Shout out to Kendra. Shout out to Sophie. Shout out to James. Like shout out to like all the folks that always come through and just make it like a great time. All right, let's get into it. My hero time, y'all. Let's go. I don't want to spend too much time at the beginning of these videos, like, you know, blabbering on. So let's do this. Chapter 253 starts with a beautiful cover page by Horikoshi of Ida. I mean, that's a heat. Ida looking clean. Ida's looking clean. All right, pristine. Okay, very dope. It's good stuff. I can't say any more about that. All right, let's get into it. Okay. Before we knew it, winter break was over and the new term was upon us. Okay. Our turbulent first year of high school had only 3 months left. Okay. So 1 month was sort of like spent, you know, focused on, you know, the trio, right? Todoroki, Midoriya, and Deku and Bakugo. All right, so we saw a lot of that. I think that was pretty. I understood that. Like, I think it was fine, right? Let's see what's going on in these next 2 chapters, though. 3 months left. An auspicious new year to you all, Ida. Always the dude that's gonna use a big word or just be like this sort of like, you know, he'll be that guy. He's gonna be that guy. Today's class will be giving status reports. We will share what we learned, accomplished, and experienced over winter break. Everyone, please suit up and report to Ground Alpha. All right, wrap it up. Happy New Year, Sensei. I have informed the class of today's agenda, just as you informed me this morning. Ida sure does a lot of pointless engine revving. Well, you see, Manual, the hero work I did my work study with is now leading. Oh, sorry, the hero I did my work study with is now leading a hero team in Wholesome City. I was only with them a week, but in that time I learned how to loosen up, yo. I can't. What is this? What is he doing? Spinning his wheels again. Yo, this is the cringiest but best thing ever. I love it. What is Ida? What are you doing? Spinning his wheels again. Like a bike whose chain is always popping off. Aizawa Sensei, please report to the staff room. Okay. Locker room. Okay, so we're in the locker room. Do I spy a new costume, Ochiko? Looks great on you. Let's see. You really think so? Phew. Whoa, heavy. Oh, it makes sense because she has her quirk ability. So even if it's heavy, it's like, you know, it doesn't matter because of her quirk. Whoa, heavy. There's stuff wired inside. Cause weight isn't an issue given my quirk. Sure makes the case heavy though. What's with this thing? Drop. Uh-oh. Mina, what are you doing? Alright, let's move on. Okay, so put on the costumes. What does that say? Netsuke? Oh, it's like an All Might little figure. Oh, that's Mina's thinking. Oh, this is like way back when they got, I guess, like Christmas gifts. Okay. Oh, that's cute. Deku got, I guess Deku got like some All Might sort of thing. I can't really see what that is. And oh, Deku's giving her, I guess, a gift, and Ochiko gave him an All Might little figure. Aw, that's really nice. I knew it. It's not what you think, Ashido. Yeah, I mean, look. Mina is. She already knows what the deal is. She already knows what the deal is. All right, this is very clear. It's obvious to us. It's obvious to Mina. We already know. All right, they like each other. Seriously, that's not it. Just keeping it on hand. Ooh, Horikoshi drew Ochiko looking flustered and just like in thought, like, oh, like, come on, the love. Can you feel the love? The love. So good. Teenage, crush, like, just energy. It's just dope. All right? It's just like they love. It's great. So it's just so cute. All right? Okay. Deku's thinking. All right. You tamed that wild power? That was fast, dude. Still, I can only shoot it out for a second, which means pretty limited use. But yeah, that's what I like, right? It's almost like when Horikoshi writes writes this dialogue. It's almost like he's aware of like the criticisms that people would have of, certain things when it comes to like power scaling and that sort, and not even power scaling, but like power creep and all that sort of stuff, right? So he's very good about sort of weaving that into the dialogue. I think that's great. I love that. Right, so again, Deku is still limited. He's very limited to a second, only a second. All right, okay. Still, it's strong. All right, Deku, let's keep it going. Shunk. Okay. Don't like it. Yo, Bakugo's doing too much, man. Bakugo, what the hell, man? Yeah, right? Yikes, I see gray matter oozing out. Basically, I have to get my body used to it, since it happens too fast for my thoughts to keep up. Symbol of sweets. All Might. Hey, it's been a while. It's been a little bit since we've seen All Might, like, around. Huh? Where's Aizawa Sensei? Hey, come on. Hey, guys, come on. I put all my might into this gag. Get it? Because I'm called a symbol of peace. Look, there are kids, like, and this is the thing, right? They're like teens, kids, like people who love puns. I think kids love puns. Like elementary school students love puns. Middle school students are kind of somewhere in the middle. Like I think they like puns too, but it depends on who you're talking to. And then like high school students are just like, whoo. Puns, man. Like, it depends on the puns, and it really depends on the students, right? It's like it's just different. It's just different. But I love puns, so this is great. And like all of this stuff. I love stuff like this. Okay, let's move on. Anyhow, Aizawa was just called away on urgent business. Could you go any slower? Just shut up and calm down, man. When we fought at USJ, his behavior, I didn't suspect a thing. How low will these bastards sink? Personally, I'm betting that Tsukauchi, I guess that's how you pronounce it, Tsukauchi, and them got it all wrong. As the two of you know, Nomu have bioengineered bodies. They're people who have been tinkered with to withstand multiple quirks. But they're not living people. Everything from their hearts to their brains is all jumbled up. In short, Nomu are puppets. Marionettes on strings without wills of their own. Or so we thought. Gran Torino, what's good? Listen, Gran Torino, I'm missing class to be here. Get to the point, please. Yo, he is tight, man. This dude is upset. He's like, stop wasting my time with this dialogue and this exposition. Stop it. Get to the point. Aizawa. We have to go through this step by step so you can handle what you're about to hear. Now, this guy was central to the league. If we could get him to talk, the big boss would be ours for the taking. Too bad for us, he ain't willing to spill anything crucial. Sure, he'll blab about crap that don't matter, but not info that could hurt the league. That's when he practically powers down, like someone's pulled his plug. Zero reaction. Meaning, it took us a good long while to realize because he's so sophisticated, but his power is an artificial one from the fusion of multiple quirk factors. And the base factor used, well, you two were thick as thieves with another boy in your days at UA. A boy who lost his life far too soon. Wow. Hey, Shota. Wow. The base factor in this guy is a real close match to Oboro Shida Kumo's. Wow. Yo. Let's go. Yo. Chapter 253 end. Wow. That was a really good chapter. That was a really good chapter. Yo. I'm impressed. What's his name? Kurogiri, I think, or something like that. I think. Y'all let me know if you're there. All right. That was great. I forgot to share it on Twitter, but that's what it is. Let me share it now. So folks know that I'm streaming, cause you already know what it is. All right, YouTube is terrible when letting people know. Again, if you hear a cat in my background, my fiance and I have we have 4 cats. We take care of 4 cats, so just ignore it. All right, let's move on. What do we got? My Hero chapter 254. Let's do this. Yo. Top 10 popularity poll results from Japan. Hey, let's go. Wow, this is a page if I've ever seen one. It's like all the suits are in overdrive mode. Like, my goodness. I wonder. I mean, I doubt it. I don't think like this is gonna be like what their suits will look like all the time now, because it's just like it's like too much. Like, imagine if Horikoshi had to draw this all the time. Ooh, that'd be killer. Like in his assistants. Oh my goodness. All right, let's move on. But the color page is dope. I love it a lot. All right, let's go. Okay. Hey, Shadi, what's good? I'm on 254 now. All right. For those of y'all watching, who just came through. All right. So let's get into it. 253 was a great chapter. I liked it a lot. All right. Chapter 254 is entitled, You Could Be More of a Hero Than Anyone. All right. The three of us combined, Oboro Shirakumo died during our work study. I bet we could handle just about anything. The three of us were going to start an agency. Like I'm always saying, Shota. Shota will sweat the small stuff for us. It all went south right after that. Okay, but no fighting over money. Okay. Crushed by a crumbling building. Cut down far too soon. But before that, we walked the path of the hero together. In other words, Kurogiri is a Nomu with Shirakumo's corpse at his core. Or at the least, it's real likely. Ooh. Damn. Y'all ever seen that GIF? I can't remember where it's from. It might be from I can't remember the show it's from. I'm terrible. But you ever seen this? You ever seen the GIF where that woman's going like down, down, down? It's like this. That's like the exact feeling that I have right now with just hearing this. Oh, Davis. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh. Let me plug in my laptop so it doesn't, shut down on me while I'm streaming. Oh, devastating. They called us the three. They called us the three dumb migos of Class A. I don't freaking get it. Why? Superior quirks tend to end up clustered at UA, so it's perfectly rational. Yes. Oh, this awful one is horrible. He's so he's so terrible. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're just characters that you're just like, yo, this person's awful. They're just awful. Like, it's like, it is what it is. And it's not to say that you can't go, you can't delve into certain things and stuff like that. But it's like, the character's terrible. Like, this dude awful. Sokka, awful. Who else? I'm trying to think of Griffith from Berserk, terrible. You know what I mean? Like, they're just characters that are just you just want to like, I'm not like a violent person, but like I would love to just like be like stomp all over like, like just like a leg or, a shin or something like that. Just be like, get out of here. All right. Okay. He said it was like dumpster diving outside of a 3-star restaurant. Wow. He's so awful. He's terrible, yo, for real. He probably swapped out the body before it got cremated and turned it into one of his insane toys, one of his Nomu. So don't go looking for meaning in any of it, DJ. It's nothing but pure evil. Screw that. He's sedated now because he attempted to use his quirk. Why summon us? Were you hoping for some sort of miracle through the bonds of friendship? Sounds like you've been watching too many movies. Nah, it could be legit. The miracle is in the possibility. Take that Nomu that Endeavor beat down in Kyushu, for example. The footage we got clearly showed a personality in that thing. It was obsessed with powerful fighters. After analyzing that burnt husk's DNA, we learned that the body's base came from a punk who made a living as an underground fighter. So the body's personality remains, except I fought this guy at UA. He spoke completely different, and he didn't react to me in any notable way. It could be a side effect of the experiments. The reprogramming could delete memories or create fake ones. As I said before, getting him to talk could give us a huge lead. Present Mike, Eraserhead. Try to awaken any attachments Oboro Shirakumo might have toward his old life. This is wild. Look, hey, my hero, man, my hero's really good. It's really good. You want us to take him on a trip down memory lane? Yes, please. Couldn't his folks be doing this? If you two can't pull it off, we'll contact them. That makes sense to have President Mike and the Eraser do that first, right? Because they have abilities, they have powers, like they can defend themselves as like wild stuff goes down. Their parents probably won't be able, Oboro's parents probably won't be able to do that. All right, okay. Hey, he's using his quirk. Okay. No parent should have to learn something so sickening. Okay. He's waking up. Go ahead. Oh? What a rare visitor I have. Didn't we last meet at the UA invasion? The foggy stuff doesn't vanish, even with Eraser staring. Guess that's just how they rework the body. See? I knew you guys had it all wrong. This chump's got nothing in common with Shirakumo. Tomura Shigaraki. Is he well? I presume he's not captured. Wouldn't you like to know? Ah, what a shame. You're curious about Shigaraki? Indeed. Tending to him is my mission. That's one crappy mission. Being forced to wipe that gloomy brat's butt all day long? Yeesh. Huh? It did not pain me to do so. As I am the type who cannot abandon others. Oh boy. Interesting. Erasa is just like, ugh. When I was about to leave that cat behind, you scooped up the little guy. You scooped the little guy up without a second thought. That's like my fiance. My fiance would be like, "Oh, there's there's a poor kitty. Like we gotta like, you know what I mean? That's my fiance. Like she'd be like if it was up to her, we'd have like a solid 10 cats. Like we'd have like a solid like 10 like cats in this apartment. You know what I mean? Like I like facts. You know, at some point I think we probably will like set up like a, be like a temporary sort of like, sort of place for like rescues and stuff. That's like something I think we do plan to do, but in the few, in a far future. But like for now, 4 cats is enough. All right. I'm afraid I don't follow. Why have you come here exactly? No response. I was always hesitating, holding back. Shota Aizawa, was it? The name Shirakumo. Pleased to meet ya. Shota, we're gonna get lousy seats in the cafeteria. Come on. You always... How about I lend you my goggles so you can protect your eyes and get close? Now we match. You always pulled me along. Have you mistaken this place for a confessional of some kind? You were always in high spirits, always facing forward, without considering what came next, even though death meant the end for you. Yamada and I are teachers now. I'm really strict with my students. Downright nasty how many kids he expels, right? At least on paper. Huh? Hey, earlier today, you see how grumpy old Eraserhead looked? Grumpy? You mean like always? Nah, worse than that. Like that time he expelled us. Oh, I guess he wasn't at max grumpiness when he did it to us. I still get nightmares thinking about the way he told us we were through. Sure, it sucked, but it also helped us grow. But to expel us, there's got to be a better way to give someone a warning. Now everyone in Class 2A has a stained record. Eraserhead? More like Derangerhead. You want the authority to expel and re-enroll students? Yeah, being self-sacrificing isn't the same as being suicidal. So many kids confuse the two. So I'll give them what they want. A death, so to speak. That'll also get them working harder than ever. That freedom is emblematic of UA school spirit. Because I want guys like you. I want heroes who can pull others along. To live good, long lives. Shirakumo, if you're still in there somehow. The 3 of us can still be heroes together. Ooh, that panel though. Chapter 254 and that panel though. Oh, that it hits you hot. It hits you hot. Oh my goodness. Yo, what's up, Izuku Midoriya? What's up, Don Quixote? G Joker, Shadi, what up? Ooh. This chapter, man. You know what I love? Like again, Horikoshi's chapters are fairly short, but they pack such a punch, right? Like it's like this, like again, like for me, I don't mind that they're 15 pages. I don't care, I'm like, they're good. They were really good 15 pages. I'm not concerned about getting like 23 pages of like story and writing. Like I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in that. Come on, right? I'm invested in dope content. Like these 2 chapters together, really, really cool. I like it. And I don't say this as like someone who's like, being analytical. These chapters are amazing and sort of like, No. I like. I'm just saying. I really like these chapters. You know, if I want to be like critical about it, like I would, but I don't want to be right now. And that's my prerogative at the moment. So it is what it is. But 253 was a great chapter. Again, it just brings in that it's like, you know, school life, right? It brings in that school life for the kids. We get to see them interact. It's great. It's lighthearted. But also we learn more about like about how they're progressing. That's the thing with My Hero. It is so like Horikoshi is so consistent with tracking the progress of his characters, particularly his students, because they're students, right? That's what you do with students. You track their progress. You want to see how they're doing as students, if they're growing, if they're learning, if they're okay mentally, psychologically, right? Like if they're in a good sort of headspace. You know, are they actually learning, or are you just sort of telling them things and asking them to drill things into their minds? You know, My Hero is very, very, very good at that. So you never get to a place where you're like, I don't know about this power. Like I don't understand. I don't get how this person could do this thing, or how that hero could do that thing, or how, you know what I mean? Like you always know. You always know. And I really appreciate that. I think like when you read enough stories where the mangaka don't do that, and they just sort of expect you to be like, well, this person can use this ability now. That's what it is. Sometimes it's fine because you're just like, this is hype and it's meant to be hype and it's whatever. And you're like generally okay with that. But it's also like when you compare that with a story like My Hero that's so great at that progression, you just can't help but be like, that's good. All right. And then we get this chapter, and I mean, not everything, not everything makes me cry. There were like, there are definitely like a bunch of things that like will just waterworks, and I'll just be like, tears will be flowing. I'll just be like, I will sob. But this is like, I think there are people who would just be like sobbing at this part, right? And for me, like my heart is like, oh, like I'm not sobbing, but my heart though, it hits you hot, okay? So intense. So for me, it's like, whew, Lord. All right, all right. So this is man. All right, this is wild. All right, so I love this. So for me, like I like these particular two chapters. I think they're very good in terms of what Horikoshi's trying to do in terms of developing, right? Like he's doing things simultaneously in a way that's just so it's just smooth. Right? We get more about the Nomu and how they function, and it's not just that the Nomu are complex from a sort of like quirk sort of standpoint, right? In the ways that they're able to hold it, and in terms of like the production of those Nomu. But right. But now there's so much like sort of like nuance in terms of can the Nomu can the bodies that the Nomu are like can like the what's the word I'm looking for, like the core, right? Like the foundation of the Nomu, those individuals that are the foundation of those Nomus, can their personalities be brought back to the surface? Can they be in this world? Like can they exist in this world and be not only productive but like have relationships, just sort of like live right as people with quirks or multiple quirks. Like this is so interesting. It just adds another really, really nice layer to the discussion, right, of like to a discussion about Nomu. I like it a lot. So I'm very thankful for that. And it's not just that like, oh well, the Nomu might have a personality, but it's like we get some stuff about Eraserhead, about Aizawa, and like folks love them some Eraserhead. Folks really do stand Eraserhead. I wouldn't say I stand Eraserhead, but I like Eraserhead. Like I like Aizawa as a character. So it's great to sort of see this now, right? And it's great to see his sort of like philosophy, like his like sort of like teaching philosophy. I think that's always so important. Like you should have, like if you're a teacher, you should have like some sense of like why you teach, what you're trying to do, and how you're looking to do that work. That's very important. If you just like sort of out there being like, all right, well here's a book, read it, and learn about this particular term or whatever. It's like, you know what I mean? Like students know when you're just kind of like, BSing them and you're just putting something in front of them just to put something in front of them, as opposed to what are you doing, right? Why do I need to know this right now at the point that I am, like at this point in my life? Like, what is the purpose of this? And why are you teaching it? Why do you want to teach it? What, like all these little things. Aizawa, he was like, look, we're gonna expel them, but not really. Right? I think like at least in this context that's cool. I would never just like expel a kid just to, like expel a kid. Like that's wild to me. But in this context I get what he's trying to do, right? Because it's like he's not really expelling them. He's just like, yo, like you gotta stop acting like in this particular way that is detrimental to your health, in the sense of like you might die thinking like this way. You might die like legitimately, doing this. At the same time, right, it's like we understand why he's doing it, but it might not necessarily be the best teaching method. All right, that's of course debatable, definitely. But at least we get an understanding of like why he's approaching it in that way. All right, in the context of My Hero and in the context of UA. Right, I'm not advocating for folks out here to go around expelling kids and then be like, all right, we're gonna let you back, because that's not how expulsion works, right? In this reality, right, we're talking about expulsion in the context of My Hero. We're not talking about expulsion in the context of our own reality. All right, so you know what I mean. All right, very good, very good. Love it. All right. So let us so what was some other thing? I also want to just talk about like, All for One. All for One is just this like existence in the chapters. Whenever we do see him, you're just like, he's like Blackbeard. He's like that Blackbeard character like out of One Piece, right? Like when you see Blackbeard in a chapter, you just want to punch him in the face, right? You just want to punch him and you want to like knock more teeth out. Like, because he's just so frustrating. He's like such a frustrating, like he makes you feel so frustrated. Just like, ugh! And like All for One, at least for me, that's how I feel about All for One. Like he's like my Blackbeard, like for this manga. Just douche. Like just you hate him. You hate his guts. You like, All right. So it's just like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, it's just like, oh man, so it is what it is. But man, when he's in the chapter though, he's just, so good. Just like such a douche, man. He's just like, it was like, he's like just comparing like folks like just being like, hey, it was like going dumpster diving. I was like, yo, the like audacity though, the like tactlessness, like, terrible. This is horrible. But he just adds that like edge to the chapters, that just like vibe that's like, okay, things are sort of going at a particular sort of like pace, sort of routine in a sense, and he's just there like being awful. And the thing is, he's still there, right? It's not like he ain't never gonna come back or do anything like that. We all know, like all of us reading My Hero and watching My Hero are like, we're all just waiting, like, we're just waiting for the moment when, stuff's gonna go down. You already know that, right? Ooh, he terrible. All right, but we know he's gonna come back. We know he's gonna do what he's gonna do. So again, the Nomu stuff is very, very useful. It's very important because it sort of allows the heroes to attack the production of these Nomus in a different sort of sense, right? In a different sense, right? It again, it gives us that nuance so that but like heroes can approach battles against the Nomu in particular ways. They can take advantage, right? Like they can exploit the personality traits of the Nomus if they notice that those Nomus act in particular ways, right? So, all right. So it's very cool. Again, the battles just become that more nuanced. All right, I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Horikoshi doing the good work. You're doing the good work. All right. I'm very invested in sort of what's going on with Aizawa right now, because it's not just that like, oh, we get to learn more about Aizawa, but it's like it's all these other things that are happening at the same time, that are pretty important, right? In terms of the story, in terms of how Horikoshi's building this, doing his world building. So awesome stuff with that. Again, I will say, I'm gonna need Horikoshi. I'm gonna need Horikoshi to put some respect, all right, on the girls of 1A's name, right? I'm gonna need Horikoshi to put some respect on the girls. I'm gonna need Horikoshi to do that, all right. So I want to see that sooner rather than later. I understand where this is sort of going at the moment, right? Like I'm not gonna say next chapter. I gotta see because that doesn't make any sense, for what's going on right now. But again, I do expect Horikoshi to sort of put in some work there. I want to see more of that, right? I don't just want to see, oh, Chico, it's wholesome and it's cute and it's like adorable, but it's also like, we gotta see more. We gotta see more of the girls, the women doing certain things like at the moment in time, because like they're training. They have 3 months left. I want to see what the girls of 1A and 1B, right, are going to do in these 3 months. That's what I want to see. I want to see Mina's gotta get some shine. Mina's so dope. Mina's like so dope. Folks, watch that. Folks, watch the latest My Hero episode, and they like. I feel like they finally understood why Mina is so dope. All right, Mina's one of Mina was in my top 3 for a while, and now like she's just not, because there are just other characters that I just like really love, like a Mirio, Kirishima, right? Kirishima. You know what I mean? Like they're just characters that I love like more than Mina at the moment. Suyu as well. I think Suyu is just like really catapulted to that top 3 for me. But these are facts, man. These are facts. If Kichino was writing it, the mangaka for Battle Angel Alita, we definitely would have had that already. All right. Sorry, my cat buddy. Better get out of that. Yeah. Oh, Mina. Better get out of that kitchen. What are you doing? All right. So that's kind of how I feel about that. All right. So those are my top 3, the characters that I love, my fave characters. I got Kirishima, Suyu, and Mirio. Like those are my like top 3. Because I think they're just all great and they've just had those moments. And then number 4 would be Mina. And then there are like others. There are others that I like too. But those would be my top 3 or top 4. So I like the top 4 because, because we gotta get my girl Mina in there. All right. So, shouts out to everybody that came through. But I think again, like it's like I think Horikoshi needs to do more, because again, we've gotten so many chapters, and what happens is when you have when you have that many chapters and you start to take a look at what happens, and you understand the sort of like history of Weekly Shonen Jump and how those Battle Shonen manga are written, they're like the case doesn't it doesn't support Horikoshi, right? Like to just be like, all right, I'm just gonna do this thing when it's essential to the plot. It's like, yeah, you can do that and make sure that the plot includes the girls, right? Like that's sort of the thing. So that's probably my biggest critique when it comes to My Hero. It's like he can do more, right? It's like make your plot more inclusive, right? Exactly. So it's like so the thing to me is like, I'm not saying like, oh, if he does this, and this, it's gonna be perfect, right? It's like I understand that. I don't think any manga I don't think any mangaka or writer is perfect in a sense, But I do think there are always things that can be done, and I think again, like when it comes to sort of what Horikoshi's doing now, it's like Horikoshi's not just writing My Hero. It's like My Hero is part of a sort of unfortunately a legacy of Weekly Shonen Jump, consistently just pushing their female cast in a certain sense, in a way that's like, okay, we see what's going on, we see you, and then slowly but surely in the stories the decline happens. So I don't want to see Horikoshi taking like 300 chapters because he's at 254 right now. You know, so it's like, I'm sorry, man, you had 254 chapters. Let's go. All right, that's a lot of that's a lot of chapters. I don't want to hear, oh, you know, in this space of, you know, like these arcs, and this is how this is written, and this is why the girls weren't there. It's like, no, that's on you. That's on the writer, because the writer didn't make the story inclusive enough in that sense. That's on Horikoshi, right? So it's and again, I'm not saying like Horikoshi is like, you know, the worst person that ever existed, but it's also like, this is like something that unfortunately, like, right, and like unfortunately, it's a sexist like move, right? This is something that we see, right? I can't be like, okay, Oda's sexist, but then be like, all right, like all these other dudes over here are totally fine and they're okay and everything like that. It's like we see that. Now, of course, the thing is, right? The thing is, like, do we say, okay, let's throw Horikoshi or Oda in jail? No. That what would that do? Wouldn't do anything. All right. The point is to say, these are things that you can do to be better, right? The goal is not to be like, all right, Oda, you trash, get out of here. Horikoshi, you trash, get out of here. That's not the point. The point is like, these are things that you can actively do in your stories to just, you know, fix some of the stuff that's like been that's like fix some of the problematics that have existed for such a long period of time, right? 250 something chapters is like years, like years. All right. 960 something chapters, decades. Okay, so it's like, yeah. All right, so that's how I sort of feel about it. All right, so I think like I'm just like, come on. All right. Nah, I'm good. I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it. All right. Yeah. So that's look. Okay, let me say something before I end this. Like, for me, I get how people act like on other channels. I'm gonna end it here. But I'm gonna say this. Like, I understand like if people want to act a certain way in the chat on other channels or whatever. That, like, if that's what goes on there, like that's what happens over there. Like, if you want to, you make certain things and like stuff like that, that's fine. Like, it ain't my channel. I'm not gonna be like, hey, maybe you shouldn't like act the particular way, on this person's channel or whatever, because that's that person's channel. If they allow certain things right within reason, then it's like whatever. But for me, that ain't it. Like, I don't give a damn who you are. Like, if you're pulling some nonsense and I see you in the chat pulling nonsense, I'm booting you. Period. Like, and then if you wanna like talk to me at some other point in time about why I booted you and that sort of thing, that's fine. But like outside of that, I don't have time. I don't have time for that. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Especially if people in the chat are complaining about stuff that you're doing. Once that happens, like, no, like, no, get out of here. I don't have time for that. I don't at all. All right. So, I want to start reacting to Descenders sometime soon. That'll probably be the first comic that I react to, like Western comic that I react to on this channel. It'll be Descender. I just don't know when I'm going to do it, but it'll definitely be sooner rather than later. All right. So just look out for that. Definitely look out for that. Justine, Michael, like, please look out for that. That'll come. All right, in due time. I've been watching. I hear you. I do hear you. So I'm just trying to like pick like the right time for it, because I even now it's like there are things that I'm reacting to, and I have to be very careful about how many things I'm reacting to at once, and making sure that I don't take up too much time and take away time from doing other things. But I'm gonna start with that one, and then continue, and then we'll see. All right. So definitely look out for it. I'll make an announcement at some point about when I'm gonna do that. But yeah. Okay. So I gotta get out of here. This is like a 44-minute video about 2 chapters, but I think it was good because I talked about some things that I wanted to talk about. I definitely want to have a My Hero discussion stream. I'm gonna talk about that with my guy Aniki, Kendra, Sophie, folks that I know love My Hero and talk about it pretty frequently. Also, so I'm gonna see if I can get folks together for that. Naya D. Hemmings had a pretty cool My Hero discussion stream pretty recently, so definitely look out for that on his channel. Check that out. It was great. It was pretty fun to be a part of. But yeah. All right. So and also again, before I end, shouts out to the My Hero podcast. They are great. They've had me on quite a few times. It's always a blast to talk with them about stuff. And just like, and just to talk with my friends about like, about My Hero and stuff like that. It's just always a great time. So shout out to them. Their Twitter link will be in the description box below. I will also link Naya's My Hero discussion stream. That was a really great stream. I had a great time there. All right. Thank y'all for coming through. All right. Shout out to everybody that came through in the chat. All right, y'all are great. It's always great talking to you and like seeing your thoughts about the chapters. And just shout out to the support. It means a lot. Like when I just see folks come through in the chat and I get to talk and it's just nice. Just a nice feeling to know that y'all are there, that y'all are thinking about what I'm saying and that I get to sort of think about the points that you're making. It's always great. All right. And also just let me know at any point in time if you ever want to be a part of a discussion on the channel. Y'all already know. Okay. All right. So let me get out of here. All right. Thank y'all for coming through. I'm the Black Manga Critic. I'm definitely gonna react to chapters on Sunday, but probably pretty early. Also, I'm gonna make an announcement about the Hunter x Hunter stream that's gonna be coming through this weekend. I'll make an announcement about that on Twitter. All right. I don't know exactly who I'm gonna have on it yet, but there'll definitely be quite a few spots open for people to sort of come through and talk about Hunter x Hunter. I'll let you know what the topics are pretty soon. We're still talking about that. But yeah. All right. Let me get out of here. I'm the Black Manga Critic. Thank y'all for coming through to my live reaction of My Hero Academia chapters 253 and 254. And